in my book bag. All right, all right. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. All right, guys.
Are we doing a call tomorrow?
Yes, at 11 a.m. Us. Oh no.
No, like our opportunity call.
Right. Well, what we were gonna do was just go live like on our IG. That's just like we could each do it. I know that we can also share space on IG, so maybe we could like get together, like tag up, team up. But the main idea was that we were just gonna go live on our own.
Okay.
But we can talk. I wouldn't mind collaborating with you, or you know, we both share parts of our story.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know we talked about it, and so I've got a couple people that said, yeah, I check it out or whatever. So.
I mean, another option could be adding them to a Facebook page and going live. I don't know. I'm in. I got a guest tonight. I'm going to give some people some time to get on, and then we will get started. My hair is annoying me. Welcome, Sarah. Hey, Maddie. All right, it just started 1 minute ago, so people usually take a little bit of time. Katie Snell's in the house.
Can you say it? The Google Mouse. Can you say it?
Hey, Junie. I know I had to chat with my partner here, so I'm like muting as we wait for people to come on. So there's Junie. All right, guys, I think we have enough of us to get started. Welcome to tonight's team call. Today is very special and revolutionary because I have my husband here by my side. And I just want to preface this by saying that the idea of my husband coming on one of my team calls is like, I'm kind of like giddy because I never thought I would see this day. But we have been on a quest to really change the course of our business. And James has taken the initiative to get on board and to like learn with me so that we can learn together and really make this like our business and grow it. And so I was so happy when he was like, yeah, I'll get involved. And so I'm gonna let him introduce himself, guys. And tonight we are gonna share concepts with you that, okay, well, I guess I'll just like share what happened. So before I turn the time over to James, I just wanna give you a little bit of backstory. So guys, this year has kind of been a year throughout the whole network. Beachbody, whether you know this or not, it's taken some major hits. People like that were like up there are like leaving the company, and there's just been like a lot of just turmoil with like just things happening with, you know, with people not making the income they expected and stuff like that. And I have been in this business for 3 years. And I know that there is so much potential, but even myself, I realized like, dang, I don't even really know the comp plan. Like I know it, but I don't really know that. And how many of you can like raise your hand and say that neither do you? Like really understand and know the comp plan, like how we make income, right? And I've been a coach for 3 years. So this is the year that I'm like, okay, we have to get to the root of the issue and really figure out just what is the most effective way to build income. I've been telling you guys, like dropping little hints, that this 2018 is going to be the year of income. And we're not going to so much focus on rank, but we are going to focus on bank. So how many of you like that idea that we are going to focus on bank, right? That's what we're all here for, right? So recently, there's these videos circling kind of like with like Wendy will send my coach amongst like the 5-star diamonds and above and just leaders sharing stuff. And this one leader, he's actually one of the oldest coaches in Beachbody. He's been a coach for 9 years. He was one of the first top coaches in 2008. His name is Pete Pena. And his videos have just been like really like touching my heart because he goes a lot to like the root or the heart of what network marketing is and how he built his income and how he built his business. And guys, Pete was one of the first millionaire coaches with Beachbody, and to this day, he earns about $90,000 a month. Wouldn't that be nice? And here's an interesting thing about Pete. He never ran a challenge group, still has never ran a challenge group. And he's basically done this with no social media. Crazy, huh? So James and I reached out to Pete Pena, and we're like, Pete, we want to pick your brain. We want to know like what you have done, what has been your strategy. And Pete warned us. He said, you know, this strategy is not that sexy. It's not that, you know, mind-blowing, but it can change the course of your business. And so, with no further ado, I brought James here because he is just really good with like just processing everything that we learned. And he was teaching me, so I'm like, babe, you got to get on team call and teach the girls. So, babe, introduce yourself. And
so I feel like the odd person out here. Like she said, you'll probably never see me on camera other than tonight. I'm not one to take pictures, certainly not one to post videos of myself, but nonetheless, I'm here because there was a lot that I did learn from this conversation. But just to introduce myself, I don't know if you guys know, if Lily has mentioned it before, I'm a doctor. I specialize in women's health. My interest is women's surgery or pelvic surgery, specifically robotic surgery. And so because of the nature of my work, I've literally devoted my life to learning. But I'll be the first to admit that I don't care who you are, what your degree is, what you do. You could be the custodian at my hospital. There's something that you could teach me. And so that's just who I am. I'm a lifelong learner. And I think that that's something that we could all learn from or benefit from or implement in our own lives. And so I'll be the first to commend you ladies for being here, for doing what you do, and for stepping outside of your daily routine of your jobs or being a mom or whatever it is that you do on a daily basis, and stepping outside of that daily routine and taking on something new, learning something, progressing. That's how we better ourselves. That's how we become better individuals. That's how we become better moms, sisters, wives, husbands, etc. And so she mentioned that, you know, we learned learned something in this call, and so that's kind of why I'm here tonight. I don't know the ins and outs of the business. I'll be the first to admit that. Lily has kind of been the one in our family who's taken the reins in this. This has become her passion. But this particular call really interested me. So like Lily had mentioned, Pete was one of the first coaches in the business who from the get-go in a very short period of time, he excelled. And he excelled by approaching the business in a very different way than I think most of us approach the business now. The first thing that he did was he acknowledged and realized that Beachbody is good at certain things. And so in order to be efficient as a business builder, he let them do what they're good at, and then he would focus on the things that he was good at, or something other than what Beachbody was already focusing on. And so, for example, Beachbody is really good at teaching about nutrition, right? There are plans there are nutrition plans, there are books, there are DVDs that's constantly talked about by those that are in the Beachbody corporate community. On top of that, they're good at teaching exercise. They're the ones that supply all of the videos. There's over 10, 15, 20, however many videos there are out now talking about exercise. So on top of that, they're also good marketers. They invest millions of dollars in marketing and advertising. So you as an independent Beachbody coach, you don't necessarily have to focus on that. So rather than coordinating and running challenge groups and spending hours upon hours a day attached to your phones, constantly following up on your girls about their nutrition and exercise progress, he let Beachbody do that. Now, there's got to be some sort of fine line there. Obviously, you guys are in this to better yourselves, to be more fit, to have a greater sense of nutrition and overall health and wellness. So that's all still important, and you guys can still become accountable to each other. But like Lily said, we're going to focus a little bit more on the business and allow Beachbody to focus more on the nutrition and exercise. And so one of the things that I've always understood is Beachbody is just like any other multi-level marketing company. Multi-level marketing companies, their business model is different than your traditional Chick-fil-A, Walmart that's structured on products, pushing product, sales, hiring employees, agreeing upon a fixed salary or wage. Beachbody, like other multi-level marketing companies, are structured completely different. And the thing that they focus most on is numbers. It's all a numbers game. There's a statistical model that you could calculate and determine or see why you can make money quickly. And it's all about numbers. And so one of the things that Pete pointed out to us, and it seems rather simple, and like Lily said, it's not sexy, it's not dramatic, it doesn't even seem profound, but it's an illustration of how we can get volume quickly. And so the one thing that he pointed out was, rather than running challenge groups, rather than having these, I don't know what the terms are.
Well, challenge groups is what we run, like to hold people accountable. They post their workouts, their meals.
So he said, rather than focus on that to gain volume, all you really need as an independent Beachbody coach is to consistently find one person a month.
One coach. One
coach a month that is willing to take part in Shakeology and do essentially the same thing. And that is simply find one coach a month consistently. That if you were to do that and you were to teach the one person or the people that you find the same thing, and that is simply to find one coach a month, nothing more, you could see how from that your volume would grow exponentially.
At the end of the year, that one coach would be 12 coaches, and assuming that each coach just shared it with one other person, now you've doubled that. That's 24. But obviously some of you are going to maybe talk to more than, or bring in more than one coach. But the expectation kind of gets removed from trying to earn Success Club, because how many of you guys have tried to like hit for Success Club and then you don't hit it and then you feel like a failure, right? You feel like but yet you helped one person that month and it was still like amazing, but because you didn't hit Success Club, you know, now you're failing at your business. So where's this, the power of one. So guys, the big, great, not so sexy, I love that Pete kept saying. People come to me and ask me all the time, like, how do I do this? How do we do this? He's like, look, it's not sexy. This isn't like groundbreaking. One person, focus on bringing in one coach a month. Now guys, let me ask you, a lot of you have been coaches. What the heck just happened? What happened? Oh, Jimena, somehow Jimena is, we are seeing Jimena's screen, which I don't know how the heck that happened. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, did the call end? I don't know, I don't even know how you're able to do that. Okay,
Jimena's taking over our computer.
Jimena, how did you just take over this meeting? Oh yeah, good thing that's all you were looking up.
I was trying to invite another person. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know. No, it's okay. I just thought we were being invaded or that the call just cut. I'm like, no. So guys, let me ask you right now. If the pressure was taken off of you to earn Success Club, but you thought about simply sharing this with one person a month, does that make you feel like instantly like just relieved a little bit? Like I could do one person a month? Because this is what Pete was sharing. Like right away, I was telling him, you know, like, oh, we have girls, you know, hitting these number Success Club points and all that. And he was like, that's your problem. And I'm like, that's our problem? He's like, yeah, because the average person isn't going to be able to do that. I mean, how many of you started off with very little social media experience and we're learning, right? So we have to understand that this is a business. And if we're constantly selling challenge packs and challenge groups, then we are just running a retail business and you're never going to get the residual income that you are wanting. So we're going to kind of do this in two parts. And I guess, babe, you can wrap up your thoughts about this. But how much more time do we have? But guys, what I want to do next is I'm going to be sharing strategies and not in this, I mean, I guess if we have time, you can wrap up that thought. And then I'm going to actually be sharing the strategies. Like today, you know, this just comes down to also us, like, you know, how many of you are offering the coaching opportunity to your customers? When you sign up a customer, are you telling them about the coaching opportunity? And you can be honest, like if you announce a challenge group, they're ready to sign up. Are you guys even telling them about the coaching opportunity? Anyone really? Kind of ish? Jamie? Yeah.
So I actually just started signing people up as a coach and not really saying to them one way or another, because I feel like when I say, like, they're already kind of overwhelmed by the whole thing. And if I start throwing around, well, if you sign up as a coach, you get a discount, it's just like too much all at one time. So I just sign them up as a coach. I wait a little while and I mark it on my calendar. And like the week before their Shakeology is getting ready to auto ship, I will say, how are you liking Shakeology? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I love it. Okay, well, I signed you up for the discount option. This is, you know, the Shakeology is usually $130. This is, you know, tell them about the $15.95 and how much their shake is going to be and that they get a discount on all the products. And seems to be working okay so far. I mean, some people are like, oh, that sounds good, thanks. And then other people are like, oh, well, I need to cancel. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
So
Again,
that's what I've been doing.
No, and it's a great strategy. And I've tried both, guys. I've been coaching for 3 years. In my first year, I signed everybody up as a coach. I would tell them, ask them, and like everybody, coach, 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 coach. But obviously, we don't just want people who, you know, want to get a discount. We need people who love this lifestyle and just want to share it with one more person. That's it. I was asking Jamie, you know, all of your current discount coaches, how many of you have discount coaches that aren't working the business at all, but you sign them up as a coach, right? Okay. Have you asked that discount coach, hey, do you know one more person that needs to lose weight? And guys, that's a dummy question, right? Because who doesn't? We all know somebody, like, come on, the obesity, and not even just, so many people are overweight, right? So who doesn't have a friend, a cousin? So what if you approach your discount coaches and not say, hey, do you want to start posting on social media and training and all this stuff, but do you know one person that needs to lose weight that maybe you can share with them what you're doing? And sometimes it's just as simple as asking them, like, can you recommend somebody? And then, hey, you get the money. So those are strategies. We are going to be going over that, but babe, did you want to like wrap up the power of one? Or
do you guys get that as to why that whole concept, or the power of one, why that's really all it takes? Like, do you kind of see, like, just from a statistical or mathematical multi-level marketing model, why one will ultimately lead to hundreds, literally thousands, and it potentially can very quickly? Because it's just, you know, you share with one, they share with one, et cetera, and that's really all it is. But the reason why Pete kind of termed it the power of one is because it's really that simple. And like Lily said, everybody could find or share with one person in a single month, someone that's looking to either, you know, make more money, become more financially secure, better themselves, et cetera, et cetera. And so Lily will talk more about strategy, but I just wanted to drive that point home. It really, really is that simple. Take Walmart, for example. Walmart's a multi-billion-dollar company, and the one thing that they did to change the game is they realized, hey, you know, unlike most companies or businesses, it seems pretty logical that, you know what, if I sell a product for $10 rather than $3, I'll make more money. But what Walmart said, well, if I sell a bunch of products for really cheap to a lot of people, I'll make more than selling a few products for much more money. And so here they are, you know, Forbes always comes out, you know, the top richest people in the world or the country, and someone from Walmart is always there. And it's all because of volume. It's about volume. So it really is that simple. It kind of relieves, like Lily said, some of that stress or pressure of feeling like, you know, I have to sign up a lot of people, and on top of that, I need to run these challenge groups, and they have to, you know, come up with all these creative ways to reach the masses, when really it's much more simple than that. And it's simply to talk to one person and teach them that same model, the power of one. So I'm going to step out. I don't know if I added much or anything to the conversation, but
okay, I need a picture with James here because this will probably never happen again. So everyone smile. Okay, including you, babe. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, baby.
bye, guys.
Okay, Batman's over there. Okay, guys. Okay. I know that it was like, maybe you guys, some of you are just like, okay, not a big deal, but this is huge because this is what we're going to do. How many of you truly just signed up and you don't care if you don't make 1 penny, you just love helping others? Okay, how many of you signed up because of the promise that you could actually earn extra income and maybe become a millionaire one day? That's why I signed up. I didn't sign up to be Mother Teresa here. Now, all of us want to be coaches because we're good-natured. We do love helping people, and we love we all have genuine hearts, and that is what a coach is. Like, that's what we embody. But guys, we are here to earn income, to build financial freedom. This week or last month was like one of my toughest months. And I still brought in a paycheck every single week, even though it was like one of my slower months. Every week I got paid because that was my residual income, not because of my sales, but because of residual. How would you guys love to not make any sales and still make money? That's the beauty of network marketing. So what I'm proposing here, you guys, is that we put our big girl panties on. We're gonna freaking learn the comp plan like it's nobody's business. And like, it doesn't, not that it breaks my heart, but what happened, guys, in Beachbody, when they introduced like the challenge pack and all this, because back in the day, all these older coaches, they didn't have that. They had Shakeology and they had like P90X DVDs. That's it. And they worked for like 4 years with just DVDs. There wasn't even Shakeology until like recently, or 3 years with no Shakeology. And they still, like, these people still brought in a ton of people. But what the foundation of Beachbody was built on was network marketing. And because we've gotten, like, we're able to like run challenge groups and share our lifestyle, and we get so involved in creating content that we're not really building our businesses. How many of you would say that a majority of your time goes to creating content, like posts? I would say that a large focus of my business is creating content. And while creating content is good because we need to demonstrate our lifestyle, that isn't giving us income. That's not gonna bring us income. So James shared about Pete not even running challenge groups. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously, we wanna run them, but guys, like when I sign you guys up, you guys aren't in my challenge groups. My coaches, I pretty much teach them, okay, now you go, and like, it's almost like when you sign up coaches, the responsibility to like, oh, I got to teach you everything. I got to show you your meal plan and stuff. Like, no, you're a coach. And so then you figure it out just like we all did. And then we start leading, and you start leading by example. So we're gonna figure out more about like so much emphasis on like challenge groups and being creative and creating all this content, and really take it back to building a network marketing company. Which, why I say this is going to change, guys, is because this is going to mean that some of you, you're not going to hit Success Club. Guys, there's a strategy. If you like run a lot of your purchases through your husband's account, that you could like double your income, but that will mean you'll get no Success Club points. Is everyone okay? Like, what we have to do now is kind of like we need to trade this idea of earning, like, of getting a title for income. Like, we want income, we don't want a title, right? So maybe some of you newer coaches haven't been so tainted with this idea of Success Club, but I know for sure for me, and it wasn't like, oh, all I want is Success Club, but you see those points and you're like, I can get higher, and we kind of got caught up with these like points. But points don't equal, yes, you're gonna get that retail sale. But if that person doesn't renew Shakeology, you're not gonna get that residual income. You're not gonna get a teen cycle bonus from them. So the first thing we're gonna do, guys, is learn the comp plan. And I've been studying, and I found 2 really good videos that explain the comp plan and like volume and how to place your coaches. And guess what? The people that made these videos, there are old school coaches. One is Christine Dwyer, who she's one of like the top recruiters, millionaire coach. She's been around forever, Christine Dwyer. And I'm going to share these videos with you. But basically, even like running for rank. So instead of like, in order to cycle, which some of this might just go over your head, guys, but like if we're running for diamond, you're placing 4 here and 4 here. Well, to earn for income and not rank, you need to place like 1 here, 1, 2, 3 here, 1 here, 1, 2, 3 here. And you're gonna be a little unbalanced, and it's gonna take you a little longer to get to diamond. But guess what? Doing it with that strategy, you're gonna make more money. Okay? And we'll go over that, like exactly like how to place. Like Jamie, you're the closest one to Diamond here, and Jimena, I'm gonna ask you too. Have you guys, are you just adding like left, right? You don't have any strategy for placement and volume, right? Kind of. I know I definitely am not teaching you guys. So what I'm coming here to tell you is that we're going to create these new strategies. We're going to present the coaching opportunity to everyone. And I'm going to show you how, guys, just today, considering the month that I had last month, and like literally I cannot stop. Like I have so many leads for this month. And when you think about what my last month was, I'm like, okay. And I'm converting almost all of those people to coaches. And I'm going to share exactly how I did that. I'm going to share my script. But basically, I'm not leading with like, hey, do you want to get a discount? No. I'm telling them, hey, I'm already planting that seed. Like, hey, would you like to, whatever. I have the exact script, or not a script. I just wrote this, and everyone has been saying, I'll do it. Yes, I can share it with other people. Yes, I would like to make extra income. And trust me, right now during Christmas, everybody is thinking about, how can I earn extra income? People are thinking about it. So we need to be talking about that. What does that mean, Jamie? You know that the girl that you said, she doesn't announce challenge groups. She announced coaching opportunities saying like, I'm looking for girls who want to get fit, make money, lose weight. So she like encompasses all of them. So we're not going to focus so much on like, who wants to lose weight? Let me help you get in shape. No, who wants to lose weight, get in shape, and build a business? Do you guys see the difference? Like, we're just going to change our scripts around, like our wording for how we announce our challenge groups. And guess what? That might mean we don't get as many people. We may not get as many people interested in just like, hey, want to lose 10 pounds for the holidays? As we will, and want to lose 10 pounds and build a business. But if that brought you your one coach for the month, then guess what? You freaking did your job, and you did it, and you're on your way. You're on your way to building a huge, successful network marketing company. So what I hope that you guys can feel today is a little more hope that perhaps what you have been considering failures, it's just that we haven't been strategizing. We haven't been working this business for what it is. And what it is network marketing. And the only way you're going to build an income, a true residual income, is if you build your team, guys. But I know there's a lot of pressure, like just you're so busy, like just trying to run your first challenge group, and that's nerve-wracking. Well, we're going to take off a lot of the pressure off of that. I'm going to share exact strategies. I guess I will go live in the page. Today, right now, I'm going to post the script that I wrote to these girls that I just wrote. Once they tell me I'm in, I want to do this, this is what I'm telling them. And almost all of them have said, yes, I'll do this. Now, lastly, guys, for 2018, going into it, I really also want us to focus on connection. Every day we all go out, our kids go to school, we're at parks, maybe your kids are playing sports. Maybe you're home all day, but then that means you need to make an effort to go out and to socialize and to do things with people. But just today, something happened that was just like, once again, like, you know, I already knew this, but like, I worked out with one of the mommies at Luki's school. We just started talking about, you know, just whatever. Maybe she saw me in fitness clothes, and I talked to her about a little bit about what I do. Well, I invited her, hey, do you want to do a workout with me? Which, P.S., you guys, that's like the easiest way to convert someone to want to have this lifestyle. Do you want to work out with me? Meet me this morning. Like, hey, let's do a workout together. Not, hey, do you want to hear a business opportunity? Like, no, let's do a workout together. That's like the easiest way to connect with someone. So I invited her to do this workout with me. We did this workout. She said she hasn't worked out in years. By the end of the workout, she's like, this is amazing. I love that you could do it from your laptop. Look at me, I'm sore. I'm breathing. Like, I love this. You guys, she went right away and opened up an Instagram page. She posted like her dinner today. She's giving encouraging words. She's like, this is my new lifestyle. I'm like, she hasn't even signed up. And this girl opened, like, she got bit by the bug. Like right away, she's like, I love this. She got bit by the bug. That bug could not have bit her unless I shared it with her. and like let her taste it. Because of course online, you know, people can only feel so much, but those online, those in-person connections of, hey, come work out with me, oh, they're gonna be so, that's where you're gonna get your diehards. And so for 2018, what if just once a month you just ask someone, a mom, like, hey, would you like to work out? Would you, even if you just like walked or something that allowed you to talk and walk with that person, okay? So we're putting our big girl panties on, we're learning the comp plan, we're learning about volume placement, and we're simply focusing. If you get more, great. We are focusing on one coach a month, a coach. One coach a month, that's it, guys. And then once you get that coach, we're gonna ask that coach, can you think of someone else that would want to, and we'll have the, I'm gonna give you like what to say to these people, okay? Because that coach is gonna share it with one more coach. And again, by the end of the year, you're gonna have your 12 coaches if you just made that your only focus. And this is how it multiplies, guys. Because you've seen those pyramid, like those little, those little diagrams of like, you bring in one person and then they tell two and then two, and then it multiplies, right? I don't know if you've ever seen like those diagrams, but all right. So that is it, my friends. The power of one. Pete Pena said, look, I hate to disappoint you. If you were coming to me for something groundbreaking, the power of one is where it's at. Because the power of one, we can teach anybody to do that. I bring someone in with like zero experience and start telling them like, okay, you're gonna post 5 times a day. You're gonna do this. Like, that's what we're changing to, you guys. We're gonna change this to be more effective and to where we're not just like posting all day long. It's gonna be way more effective. And it is gonna come down to using our power hour and just simply reaching out, like small numbers, guys. Small numbers that in the end amount to something. 3 people a day is 90 people in the month. Doesn't 3 sound like a silly amount of people to reach out to? Like 3 a day, that's it. But 3 at the end of the month is huge. And that's how we have to think about this. Any questions?
So I kind of feel like, what about all the people that I've already brought in as challengers? Like, I mean, I don't know. I've been like, I like helping them.
We're not abandoning our people. We are still going to run challenge groups. I feel some of what Pete was sharing, it's like he's old school. It's like trying to teach your grandma, like, grandma, you don't have to write it down. Now there's Excel. You could put it in, and grandma's like, you know? So there were some things that Pete was a little old school about, you know, the fact that he never runs challenge groups. Like, I don't know, Pete was like, if we're simply like running retail, then that's it. You're a retail. You're never going to earn residual income. It would be more about like maintaining what we have, but going forward, just kind of changing the focus a little bit. And again, we can all talk about what that's like, what that could be. In no way am I saying that's it. We're not running challenge groups. We are, but the focus, I feel like we focus so much on challenge groups. We focus more on challenge groups than building. So just somehow we need to shift that. We just need to shift that a bit, okay? And that's what we're gonna learn. That's what we're gonna go forward as a team, guys, because it's gonna be the year of income, okay? We're gonna learn this together. Our time is up. If you have questions, if you still feel confused about this, I'm still trying to figure everything out, but I know that something has to change, you guys. Something has to change. We're here to make money, not to get points and ranks. No, we're here to make money. So we're just gonna shift some things right now. All right. I'm doing a call right now with some new coaches. I can post the call in the team page, the link, but I'm kind of gonna do like a new coach training thingy, which all of you guys are fairly new. If you guys wanna continue, I'm just gonna do just talk about, like kind of give you guys your next challenge of something that you have to do. So I'll post the link on the team page if you want to join us for the next round. Bye guys.